Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Wayne Johnson with Doc and Queen Ministries. Also the author of the book entitled Every Child Deserves a Father. I want to share something with those who are standing on today. Let's get into it. I will be coming from, let me check it out. 1 Kings chapter 3 verses 16 to 28. So be patient with me because this is a little long. One day, two women came to King Solomon, and one of them said, "Your Majesty, this woman I live with in the same house. Not long ago, my baby was born at home, and 3 days later, her baby was born. Nobody else was there with us. One night while we were all asleep, she rolled over on her baby and he died. Then while I was asleep, she got up, took my son out of my bed. She put him in her bed. Then she put her dead baby next to me. In the morning when I got up to feed my son, I saw that he was dead. But when I looked at him in the light, I knew he wasn't my son." "No," the other woman shouted, "he was your son. My baby is alive." "The dead baby is yours," the first woman yelled. "Mine is alive." They argued back and forth in front of Solomon until finally he said, "Both of you say this live baby is yours. Someone bring me a sword." A sword was brought and Solomon ordered, "Cut the baby in half. That way each of you can have part of him." "Please don't kill my son," the baby mother screamed. "Your Majesty, I love him very much, but give him to her. Just don't kill him." The other woman shouted, "Go ahead and cut him in half. Then neither of us will have the baby." Solomon said, "Don't kill the baby." Then he pointed to the first woman. "She is his real mother. Give the baby to her." Everyone in Israel was amazed when they heard how Solomon had made his decision. They realized that God had given him wisdom to judge fairly. Now we all know who have done any research, reading, know that Solomon was the wisest man in the world, and God gave that to him. And to hear this story, you got to work with me because I'm going to try to make sure that you understand how this relates to standing and when your spouse wants to come back, or then they come back and then they leave, or should you take them back? So all of those things that seem complicated, how you are to handle it. As we see in this particular story, two ladies pregnant at the same time birthed their son, and they were living together, no other witnesses there. One lady rolls over, kills her baby at night, switched babies with the mother who didn't do that, and then they are in a dispute on who baby that is still alive belongs to. Well, just withstanding, there are going to come times when your spouse, significant other, comes back and they're not totally sure if they want to be in or if they want to be out. And the key for you as the standard to do is understand that you also represent them and yourself, because the two have become one. And God, when he joins you together in marriage, two people become one. So not only you got to look out for your best interest, but you also got to look out for their best interest. And many times when we are standing, we want our spouse so bad that we will take them back just because we want them back. But we must understand that we cannot devalue ourselves. We can't do the wrong choice for ourselves because we want to take them back, even though it's not the right thing to do. And this mother, who was the real mother of this baby, was willing to give up her son for him to stay alive than to be cut in half. And what we have to do as standards when our spouse returns or want to return or about to return, we must say to ourselves, we must value ourselves, because if we just take them back and they're not ready to come back, but we just take them back because we just miss them so much, and we do that, we are, one, devaluing ourselves. Two, we are devaluing them as well, because the two are one. So we have to make a good decision, just like that mother who said she can have him because it's not worth me having my son lose his life. It is better for him to live with somebody else or be with somebody else than to be cut in half and die. And we as standards must do that. We must understand that if they're not ready to come back, there's no needing for us to take them back, because not only are we devaluing ourselves, but we're devaluing our spouse as well. God will allow us to know. And sometimes what happens is, even if we take them back too early, we will eventually see the fruit and see if it's not ripe yet. And so this is so important. You know, one of my celebrity crush, I think some of us all have celebrity crushes, and if we don't, that's great too. But one of my celebrity crush, or probably my main celebrity crush, is the singer Ashanti. And she has a song out that kind of reminds me of this situation. And I believe this song is entitled Foolish. And earlier on, it says, "See, my days are cold without you, but I'm hurting while I'm with you." There's no need of them coming back if you are going to struggle and you are not going to be in a situation where you both move forward in God. Remember, if they're not ready, then keep them away. It is better for them to find themselves and then accepting them back when God brings them back totally. I hope that this has helped. It is a struggle when you're dealing with standing, because there's something that you want so much. And many times, as you've been standing, you have been gaining and learning, and you're on a whole nother level than your spouse. And so they have a lot of catching up to do. And you already know, because God has already revealed to you who they are and what you need to do. But many times they don't know that. And so you have to bear the grunt of going through this difficult time. However, it is far more worth to continue to wait and not only value yourself, value your spouse, and value God's covenant with the two of you. Take care. God bless. Much love. And talk to you soon.